Hello and welcome, we are back. It is Sunday evening and it is 2 SRL time. We are here for Tier 2 and we are at Spa, and with me is the actual main commentator who was planned to do the entire season. Hello Bans, how are you doing?
Hi there, I didn't choose the bronchitis, it chose me.
Well, at least someone chose you. Anyway, so here we go. Huh? Pretend driving. So we're at Spa, and it's qualifying, and we've got Mr. Vessel on provisional pole. He did a decent job last time out until everything he built up in the first stint of his race came crumbling down around him, and he lost his will to live or something, I don't know. Don't blame him.
To be honest.
So, yeah, he's on provisional pole with a 43.9. I expect these guys to go a little bit quicker. For example, the one we've got on screen right now, and that is Justin. He's got a nice Senna-inspired helmet. I don't know, maybe it's even the original Senna helmet from the Legends edition, which is totally a worth investment. What's your opinion on that? Anyway, the rest of the field are still within the 44s and 45s, but I expect that there's going to be some massive improvements on that grid. And I think we'll see pole around mid to high 43, like maybe... Oh, someone off in the background, that's a Racing Point, and that's probably Pixel. Or, oh, Satoshi is also in a Racing Point, and it's actually Satoshi. I'm sorry, Pixel.
Rest in peace.
He'll watch this and be like, oh, you see your spinning Racing Point and assume it's me. Screw you, Timo. That's not how he talks, but that's not the point. So there's 9 minutes to go because of a little bit of a technical delay. And Noel is running on the exclamation mark tires. I enjoy that very much. Do you have that bug as well?
Excuse me, the exclamation mark tires.
Oh, now it's gone, okay. There was,
that's a thing, really?
Not really, but for me, like everyone at softs, mediums, and for Noel there was just an exclamation mark at the tires.
Amazing.
It's amazing, really. Game-breaking bugs!
You know what doesn't have game-breaking bugs? Assetto Corsa Competizione, which, by the way, the race is tomorrow at 8. Very epic.
Do we even have a commentator, because Tipsy seems like he's unfortunately started liking the game. I liked the times when everything was good and Tipsy thought ACC was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, XTXP, amazing. Oh, never mind, no, it wasn't on the lap, but still. XTXP getting in uncomfortable realms compared to the relation to the McLaren of the Ferrari, exactly. The Ferrari of Noel.
I'm a bit disappointed that Vessel isn't in the Renault.
Yes, so am I. But that would be OP because Renault is better than Mercedes.
Yes, that's indeed true.
And let's watch the Haas of Vessel on his lap around Spa-Francorchamps. Francorchamps.
He's going up Rouge, he's going fast.
No, that is Radion actually.
He's gonna shut up. He's driving the car fast. That's the important thing here, Timo.
Gas in my blood.
Yes. He's doing what he's got to do. He's hitting that apex left and right.
Left and right. It's actually left and right, and Justin puts in a 43.6. That's a very good time. He's won a lot this season, and he wants to make it one win more here in the Belgian mountains. I am wonderful at talking anyway, so Vessel now coming towards Puhon, the best corner of all the corners.
Is it really? You like it?
No, absolutely not. Because either it gives you a warning or it kills you.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Or you just learn how to drive, but that's not an option for me and Vessel. Well, it's an option for Vessel because he's 3 tenths up, so he's actually gonna contest that that provisional pole for Justin. I said it to Benz before the broadcast. I didn't know Vessel was quick. I assumed he was some I assumed he was some filthy casual, but he showed really strong pace in Hungary and he's doing it again.
Yeah, he might not be driving the Renault, but he's sure showing that he's better than the Mercedes of Justin.
Better than Mercedes. Sorry if that was offensively loud. So great performance from him. And Wimpy puts it in P3 with a 44.1. I'm sure some of these can break into the 43s. They just need to find a little bit of an improvement here. I got a slow and that is Hagrid on his outlap, not getting into anyone's way. And
Julian, thanks for sharing that.
Furiosos has joined. Last week, I don't know if you watched it, but we found out that his name is actually Furiosos and not Furious.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I realized midway through the race that after, like, I don't know, 25 races he's been in that I broadcasted, that there's actually 2 S in his name.
2 S, you say?
Yeah. Not in the good way, in the Furiosos way. Not in the Max Sex Appeal way. Does he have 2 S in his name? I actually don't know. But he's got the letter S twice. That is for sure.
See, so Julian is sharing some interesting information in chat, but I'm not going to repeat it. I think I'm going to leave that there.
Did he say filthy swear words?
Sort of.
Is he a potty mouth?
I mean, he's a man of culture, clearly, but I cannot quite express on
stream
what it is.
Did he quote Günther Steiner?
Sure.
Oh, you actually did? Amazing.
No. Hello, by the way, Luca. And Olivia as well. And JJ and Ocean Chief.
Ah yeah, German installation guides for PC. Always amazing. Maybe German installation guys are as well, but that's not the point. Anyway.
I mean, that's a plot.
It is hard, if you like being shouted at.
Oh no, I mean a plot.
A plot. I don't know what you mean, but I'm gonna agree.
Mums need help with computers.
It's true. I mean, 90% of the reason that I stopped studying IT is because I didn't want my mother to think I was capable of installing a printer.
Okay.
Oh no, he has done it. After 3 seasons of not potty mouthing, a printer breaks my silence. It's amazing. It was at this moment Timo knew he flipped up.
Apparently my introduction to Ocean Thief is OG SLR Tier 1 bands.
OG SLR Tier 1 bands?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't think I understood a singular word of that, but that's not the point.
No, I mean, what you said was literally what he said as well.
I'm confused. Satoshi has put in a 44.1. I'm sure he can go quicker than that, because that's slower than me. Satoshi?
Yeah, he has to drive the car faster.
Okay, Satoshi, we need to go more fast and less slow. And he'll try exactly that as he comes up towards his final lap, but he's behind Justin for now. And never mind, he's actually headed towards the pit, so Satoshi's qualifying session is over. His timing didn't really work out, but I think we should watch the lap of Justin because he's in P2 and he wants to take that position away from the Vessler. But it's gonna be tough because 43.5 is a really good time. And maybe we're gonna see that beaten by Justin, or maybe Wessel improves himself. He is currently coming up to Brussels on his outlap. But Justin made a really, I mean, I think turn 1 was good and that's the entire sector 1, so he's a little bit down on his time, half a 10, nothing to worry about too much, but you need to nail all of the lap to be able to get up there, and it looks like Justin's lap's a little bit scrappy and he abandons it. If he's got enough fuel, he'll get to do another, like a cooldown lap, recharge lap, and then Oh, actually, Joel puts it in P3. I expected him to do really great things in SLR Tier 2. Because he, of course, well, he was really quick in practice. Like, he legit just beat me in practice on pace. Since then I've gotten a little bit quicker, but Joel probably also has. And 44.0 P3, not bad at all. And so certainly out-qualified Satoshi. Wimpy starts his lap right now, so he's not safe from his McLaren teammate right now. I expect Sim Suarez to jump a little bit up the order. Because he's been pretty strong recently. And Joel retires as well, so it's gonna be the 44 flat.
I mean, it really has to be said, Wimpy's really been committing. I mean, he's even gone as far as to remove the trademark from his name for weight reduction. I think it's quite impressive, the amount of effort he's putting into his career here.
Yeah. Or maybe it was just the ballast of being ridiculed by a certain commentator every time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. I never do. Sim Suarez puts it in P3 with a 43.9. It's a good time from him. Getting into the 43s is really where you want to be. Let's hope some other guys can get there as well. Sanix and Berg puts it in P2. I did not see that one coming, but Berg is a quick guy. And so it shouldn't be that much of a surprise to me.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, very close to Vessel. Not enough for the Dane, but reasonable effort, and he'll be challenging in the race, I'm sure. He'll spice things up. Hennes barely misses out on the 43s, puts it in P5, just ahead of Joel and Satoshi.
Mr. Wimpy is 3/10 up at the moment.
Oh, that's amazing. That's gonna be... That would put him in P4 for now if no one improves, and he doesn't bin his lap. Which we hope he doesn't. Because Sim Wimpy at the front would...
I really want to see him do well, but I think he just cut the corner, unfortunately.
If you check the track map, you see if it's invalid.
Ah, no, he didn't then.
Sometimes
but,
it's bad,
he, yeah.
Oh, you're bad.
Did a bit of a hash of the last bit there.
Okay. And Justin is actually up by more than a tenth. And
oh boy.
So Suarez retires, so he needs to... I mean,
he needs like 998 milliseconds.
So... Oh, Vessel with a 43.4, that's a really good time. And Justin, maybe he can beat that. It depends how good that last sector was. It looked good to me, but what do I know? The timetable will tell, and it is only P3. So it was... Yeah, it wasn't good, even though it looked good to me, and that's, I'm an experienced commentator, trust me. So, reasonable times put in, and Vessel actually claims his his first pole on a second showing into a Sarah. Does he run any assists, do you know that? I mean, he's your contracted Renault driver.
Renault, yes, he's
Renault.
on pole.
He's on pole. Vessel, you are on pole. Icewind has left the session, decided that he is not worthy of Tier 2.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. I had to. Anyway. Oh, he's probably the race engineer of Mr. Wimps.
So how come Hagrid wasn't able to set a time then?
Absolute bin edge.
Did he leave some paint on the walls today? He needs to tell us what happened.
The question is, was he struggling for grid?
We're doing a pre-race interview.
You're such a bad person.
You left a lot of paint on the qualifying today.
You please leave me alone.
Okay. So he doesn't want to talk.
Can't blame him. I don't want to talk to you either. But I mean, you know, it's the job. It happens.
In your contract it says you're not allowed to speak bad about me ever, Timo. What is this?
No, it's because I'm just objectively wrong.
Oh yeah, oh that works then.
Yeah. Here, look at Furious name. It's actually Furiosus or Fartensis if you want to be extremely unfunny.
I see a lot of people talking about making tea in chat.
Making tea? I'd like some tea now.
Oliver, yes. Olivia making some tea.
Oliver! How are you doing, Ollie?
I know Enid Fam's not here, I'm sorry.
Ooh, I wish he was. Legend. Legends
One of
never
the
die,
true
but he
OGs of
indeed died.
tutorial.
On track,
Indeed.
hopefully. Only. Anyway.
Oh, some tea, Olivia. Yeah, hell yeah. Timo, you want some?
Sure. I'll give you the coordinates and you throw it. You probably know where I live anyway, so that's fine. Oh no. So I think the inside line is vessels for turn 1.
I think it's a channel.
Huh?
Nothing.
What did you say? I'm just gonna
So it
assume...
is indeed.
Amazing, thank you. So I'm gonna assume he's not facing a big challenge from work into turn 1, but... down the Campbell Strait, here comes Sebastian Wessler. Maybe something happens there. Who knows? Halfway through that sentence I realized I should really shut up.
I want to tell you that half the time anyway, as it stands, but that's besides the point. So, I mean, on this track, realistically, starting in pole actually just means starting second.
It's not quite Mexico, but it's close to be. But here comes work! Anyway.
Oh boy!
Huh?
He almost died in the corner then.
Who, Wessler?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love Puhan. It's wonderful. Even in formation apps, it tries to murder you. And I generally enjoy corners that try to murder my whole family.
Really?
Yeah. They usually don't succeed. Yet. And yeah, this race is gonna be an easy one-stop, of course. We've got softs to mediums. It's just gonna be trouble for those who get damage on the mediums. How does it feel getting damage on the mediums? Do you know anything about that?
Well, the game didn't let me really deal with it, did it? But no, I think the wear is not that bad, honestly. You can easily do medium, soft,
Yeah.
medium.
So
I would go as far as to say that medium soft is probably the superior strategy as well.
Yeah, it
so.
is. But also starting in the top 10 is generally an advantage.
Yeah, but I think, like, especially like, looking at someone like Inferno Koi, I do rate him. I think him on the mediums as well, if he doesn't make a hash of things, he actually has a pretty good chance of scoring very well.
Indeed, yeah.
I predict Inferno for podium, there we go.
There we go. Let's hope we can
Who's winning, by the way, Timo? Who's winning?
Obviously, the Vessel. I want
Is it because of the Renault?
Yeah, it's because of the Renault. But basically just because anything is better than Mercedes anyways. So we've got 5 red lights and we go green in Spa. It looks like a good start from Vessel, and Werk on the outside will probably not do anything into turn 1. Justin is tucked in behind. Actually, around the outside goes Werk, but he's not able to carry the momentum quite enough. Clean start at the back of the grid. And we're getting Justin versus Noel into Eau Rouge. Can Noel actually jump the French driver? He does. So it's the Ferrari up into P3.
Oh, God!
Oh, Hennes! It's death!
What has Pixel did?
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Inferno Koi is indeed not finishing on the podium. How do you feel about having jinxed him out of existence?
He got the Melbourne win.
Huh?
He just won Melbourne, you see, he's last. First in Australia.
You unfunny piece of shit.
Hey! You can't say bad words on here.
You absolute German.
You cannot say bad things on here. What is it?
I can, I just did. So we got a safety car then. I think what happened was that Hennes got really, really uncomfortably close to the back of Justin. And then his car just slipped and he went sideways and he got collected there. And it's very hard not to draw a comparison to unfortunate real-life events here, because that's what happened to Furdoka. He collected him and lost his tire in the process.
Was it a big Gross John's moment?
Huh?
Was it a Gross John Spa moment?
I don't think so. Has Gross Jeans ever really, apart from turn 1? Yeah, okay, he has crashed in spots, okay.
Yeah, he has.
That's unfair. According to the intervals, Vessel is actually... Oh, Vessel pits! So does Verk. I did not consider that, but you can probably make the end. I mean,
You reckon they're going on hards?
Yeah, I don't think they'd pit otherwise.
Oh yeah, he is going on hards.
That's interesting. I mean, it was a very different situation after the lap 1 safety car in SLR Tier 2. We really have a problem with these, don't we?
That is ballsy from him, though.
Also from Verk, because Verk goes on mediums.
Oh, Verk probably thought the vessel's going into to the mediums.
Oh dear.
So Verk's basically just shot himself in the foot there, I think.
But Justin's also mediums. So now Noah leads the race on softs.
What?
I don't know, I mean, if they can make the strategy work, then that's good. If they can't, then... Yeah, I'm Captain Obvious, by the way. It was a different game in SLR Tier 2 because there was rain forecast, so of course all of us went to mediums, so we could make the rain, and maybe the softs would have died before the rain, but here I expect it's a full dry rain forecast, I guess. I think we would have been told otherwise.
Yeah, I didn't get any messages about rain, so probably fine.
Vessel in a really interesting position. I think he can make the end, but it's just gonna be a game of not killing your tires.
Or maybe it is predicted to rain at the end.
Actually?
I mean, looking at the weather there, it's very... I mean, it looks like it could.
But,
that would explain why a vessel is going on hards.
But on the other hand, this game has very realistic weather simulation, so I don't think we can really count on that.
I mean, I usually find looking at the in-game scenery is actually much better to know when it's going to start raining than the actual rain interface.
Well, that is just amazing.
And I mean, it definitely looks like it can definitely rain in the next 20 minutes or so. If it will or not, I don't know, but...
Safety car's gonna stay out one more lap, isn't it?
I believe, yeah, at least one more, I think. Safety car has to do 2 laps minimum, I think, right?
Yesterday we had one that did just 1, but that was also on lap 20, so... Or in lap 19.
Wait, maybe it is ending.
I don't know, let's look at the...
No, it's not.
Okay.
Where is it?
No, it's not. It's still there. If this is what green flag racing looks to you, then I can't help you.
I've done another Skip Barber in my day.
And then we went down the hill on 100 kph. Quick, I tell you. Now I really want to do Eau Rouge flat in a Skip Barber car.
Probably can, as it's going up 30 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, I mean, that's... I don't know if it's more of a coffin or a bathtub.
It's a bathtub, I think, for sure. It's
But
not
it
quite a
has
McLaren.
Drivers at the back, excessively warming their tires and weaving all over the place.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't really do much, does it?
Well, it just gives you wear.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I
usually start weaving on like sector 3. And
yeah, for sure.
It get them into like 82, 83, and then after the first quarter of a lap of green flag, I have my tire temps up and I didn't get additional wear, so I don't know. I usually just try and get like only 1% or so of tire wear per lap on the safety car. Give myself the strategy advantage, so I don't know why people are weaving so much. Maybe they're just role-playing actual racing to forget that they're pretend driving. But I don't know.
That's the most important thing.
XTXP and Turkey are in interesting situations as well because they're on the mediums and they're right in the mix. I expect them to be a little bit slow at the start, but then later on they're gonna have an advantage. Safety car finally in this lap, so we're gonna get some action.
Do you think Turkey is gonna hunt them down like they're dogs?
I think that's Turkey's job. I don't know. So.
But we have to hand the quick king crown to both XP and Mr. Hagrid, because they made up 7 and 6 positions. Very epic.
Hagrid is just trying to farm DOTD. I can feel it because he started from the back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not quite the Codemasters commentators determining that, and Noel really backed some Suarez off in an uncomfortable way there before he pulls off, and he gets a reasonable gap, so he's not going to be challenged at the restart, and I think he's safe for the Camel Straight. Wimpy is pretty close to Satoshi, or Saratoshi, how intellectuals call him. And I wonder if he can do anything, but that turn 1 didn't look good enough. I think actually Sanix, who had a really good performance in the ACC race last Monday, will put the pressure on to the South African McLaren driver. So he goes down the inside on the main straight. The problem is there's no DRS, so he'll have to work for it on the brakes. And he does so, and he goes up into P4. So nice move from him, and now he's gonna hunt for Satoshi up front. Satoshi is almost already lost them, and Turkey goes diving in the timing tower. He goes off at Lecom, and that puts him into P16. So his restart didn't really go to plan. Wimpy very close to Sanix. I hope there was no collision for Turkey with Hagrid or anyone else really. But especially with Hagrid, that would be a shame for the teammates. Two more laps until we're gonna get the DRS, which would shake things up at the front quite a bit. Some Suarez still just within that second of Noel, and so is Satoshi for Sim Suarez. So we're gonna get a bit of a DRS train here. Nice lap from Noel, 84.2, good pace from the German. And yes, Sim Suarez dropped a little bit back after that lap, so he's probably made a mistake in bus stop. And if he doesn't get closer during that 5th lap of the race, he's not going to enjoy the benefit of having DRS on the car ahead. Satoshi, meanwhile, pretty comfortable where he is. Also, Sanix doesn't hold on to this, and then we've got a fat DRS train all the way back to P13, where Justin is at the very end of that long queue. Vessler's been working really well with the fact that he's driving on hard tires that don't offer any
grip whatsoever.
Yeah. I wondered how I should say the nicer words, but that's basically it, yeah. And Wimpy and Sanix put destroying or cutting the DRS train, the potential DRS train from next lap on, even shorter. Vessler's really close to NJJ, even though NJJ is on soft, so incredible work the Dutchman does in his Haas car. We've got yellows, and that is Henners, who has spun in Lefagne. He's now gonna have to fight with Turkey for P15. Certainly not what he hoped for at the start of this race. And Sam Suarez has actually made this jump within half a second of Noel, so I almost assume Noel made a mistake there. DRS is enabled there. Sam Suarez with great pace, 48.1, and now he's gonna be able to open the letterbox slit on his rear wing and potentially go through there. Also, Vessel's made the move on NJJ. NJJ drops 2 positions actually maybe was shoved off there. That was 3 down for him. So Vestel had to work all for it, and Verk and Justin are able to slip through and now chase him. Also, Suarez actually off camera has made the pass for the lead as expected. But now I wonder if there's
under attack.
I wonder if there's anything going on for P10, which might be the provisional lead.
Oh boy! Yeah,
oh dear! Justin can't capitalize on that. He can't. So he stays at P12. You know, there's a little bit of a gap from Verk to Vestel, but I guess that's gonna come down because Verk has mediums and Vestel indeed does not.
Only had the Renault.
Yeah, is he gonna do something into Prix? No, you can't really overtake here. Wimpy really close. Oh, this looks dicey. I wouldn't want to be in any of these drivers' position in this moment. Fighting through Puon is always a very spicy thing to do. I don't envy him.
Is Vance doing the camera work, Axe? No, I'm not.
I take personal offense from that. Who's that? Speedy?
Milos.
Oh! Nice.
You just decided to leave the game.
Yeah, it was just not very exciting, was it?
Okay, fair enough.
Can you send me an invite?
I have King.
Thanks, King. Oh.
Did it just randomly decide to remove you?
I lost connection to Steam. Apparently, but you could instantly send me an invite, so I don't know, man.
You didn't go offline for me, so...
That's amazing.
Formula 1 2019.
Yeah. I just pulled the plug on my PC.
Oh, they're about to pull a plug on one of these cars here, though. This is gonna end in tears.
Ooh, tell me!
Oh, there it is.
Hagrid? What are you talking about, Vance? Give me an update. Hello?
Oh, you're not in?
I am, but I don't know what to look at because I don't have gas.
There were 3 vehicles into turn 3, and one bumped into the other and sent him off track.
Who was that then?
Hagrid went off track.
I saw that. I asked you for it. Thanks.
Well, why did you ask again then?
Well, because you said this is gonna end in tears, and I just see a car off track.
And it almost did.
I didn't know what you were talking about. Anyway, so could have been anyone. Hagrid goes off track a lot. It doesn't mean anything.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm not really, but I think I should. I feel like I should be sorry.
Anyway, I think it's going to rain.
It really does look like it.
It is going to rain.
Are you Michael Schumacher?
Oh, the McLaren has done a big rain.
Oh no!
Vance.
Well, he has to hold for a safety car now because that weight reduction is outstanding on his front wing.
Well, luckily for him, he might have a chance to pop on new tires soon.
Yeah, still. That's gonna cost him big. So, Noel now on the back of Suarez. And he's really close this time. I think he's gonna get him here. Suarez moves defensively to the inside, but Noel probably still gonna do it. It is a change for the lead, and the Ferrari is out of the Red Bull. And Wimpy is also past Sanix a little bit further down the order. They were fighting since the start, really, and now Wimpy has gone through. And I finally have my intervals back, which is amazing. I love that.
Oh, that is brilliant. Tires, Timo, tires.
The tires are on, what do you mean?
I'm joking.
You're so uninformed, it's incredible.
Uninformed?
Uninformed?
I'll have you know I watch CNN every morning.
Don't mean to get political, but what has CNN to do with anything of this? Also, Satoshi is really close to some Suarez now. So I think we've got a 3-way fight for the provisional lead. The question is also, where are these guys in relationship to Vestel? But I mean, Vestel is actually still clear of Verk and Justin, even though they are really quick and they've got much quicker tires. Also ahead of Hagrid and NJJ. So he's got cars between himself and his direct rivals as Satoshi decides to undercut Sim Suarez and Noel for the lead. And I think with the amount of laps you can do on these medium tires without them falling off a cliff, it's a good idea to cut your first stint a little bit short. There's not much to gain by staying out longer on the softs, and he might sneak himself into the lead.
I think the bigger difference will be who's going to switch to rain tires first.
I think a big difference is Sim Suarez's top speed on Noel. That helped him to get the lead here. I'm just the king of transitions. Deal with it.
Yeah, that was a great segue.
I know, thank you. We've lost someone. It's Furiosus, and that is an unusual spot to be parked. I guess that was contact because you don't lose it there on your own. So he drops all the way back to P12, and that's unfortunate. He probably came together with, I think it was ahead of Vessel. Let's hope Vessel didn't kill him. That would be unfortunate. And also not the way you would want to get past if you're Vessel. Actually, I think I confused Sadix. He wasn't Shah on the ACC race. Never mind. I think he's Bjelland, I think.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
I think that's him. Because Stinky is Shah, so that's wrong.
Sim is in the pits.
Yeah. If you really want to know who he is, you should watch ACC. It's on Monday. It's good.
It is pretty good.
It do be good. The game has actually not led to any of Vance's brain cells committing suicide. I think.
You just lost the game, Dima. What have you done?
I don't want to commentate with you anymore. Go to hell. Satoshi has undercut Sim Suarez as predicted. So he's now ahead of him, and with Noel staying out for one more lap, and these tires definitely don't stretch to any potential rain that you seem to see in your crystal ball. Yeah, I think Noel has put himself at a massive disadvantage here. These tires don't seem to be very quick. So Satoshi in the net lead of this race, unless Verk, Justin and Vessel can make the end. Which, I mean, I would hope so, because otherwise why would they pit?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's clearing up a bit again. So.
Yeah, it does.
Nice drift there, Sanix. That's not what an F1 car does, but we'll let it slide. Quite literally.
Amazing. When is Terra finally back? Can you get bronchitis again?
I still have it.
Oh, terribly inconvenient.
It's almost like you can't tell that I'm on about 4 different kinds of medication right now.
Oh, Vessel! Vessler? Oh,
Tell us what happened.
What is Vessler doing? No, he didn't do anything, but he held his nose. Or he almost held his nose in on XTXP. So now we've got a lot of pit stops. It's Nolan Sanix. So XTXP and Vessler.
He's second.
Huh?
He's second now.
Yeah, well, he stopped already, so I guess he's second. The question is just, how will these hard tires do towards the end of the race? And where does Satoshi come out compared to Sim Suarez and Noel? And Noel is ahead of Sim Suarez. And behind Satoshi, actually. Pixel really...
Oh, Vessel with overspeed here for the lead, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that would be convenient to put on stream. Vessel takes it away. Amazing pace on these hards. They really don't seem that slow, even though they give so little grip. I don't even think that they are proper tires, but yeah, Furiosa's coming together with Pixel here. I think there was some turning in involved, and that ends in tears because now Furiosa's down into P9 behind his teammate and also behind Sim Suarez, and maybe Sanix will even try something into Brussels. He does. And it's not a move done yet as we go... Oh no, he bunts him! I'm aging! By like 10 years!
Mr. Vessel's built 1 second gap to P2 now as well.
Satoshi's...
So,
I think Satoshi's been left past by Pixel, or Satoshi's made a really decisive maneuver. So I think this race will come down to whether Satoshi and the likes can catch up to Vessel, because Verk and Justin weren't able to do it, and now the tires of Satoshi are gonna be much better than those of Wesley's on old hards versus the fresh mediums, and if they can cut that gap down, then that's obviously good for Satoshi. But if not, then Vessel might have pulled a sneaky one on them and just won the race on strategy. Suarez with a 47.6. That's a pretty good lap time, I can tell you that. And he goes past Pixel, and also Noel follows through because there was a gap opened by the car of Suarez, and now Pixel drops 2 places down and is in P8. A little bit of struggles coming through Eau Rouge here, and I think Noel wants it. And by it, I do mean P6. Nothing else. Filthy mind.
Shut up, Timo, Jesus.
Want me to commentate and you want me to shut up? Pick one.
Yes.
And Justin has his nose dug into the gearbox of Verk's car.
And then JJ also has a penalty.
Yeah. How much can you relate to that? Huh.
That's a bit too close to home, Timo.
I didn't know you lived close to Belgium anyway, so...
Germany. Get it?
Was that,
this is really
was
bad.
that an amazing
This
meta?
is really bad.
Was that an amazing 4-layer meta joke?
Can we please move on? This is getting really bad. You must be lying about it. Anyways.
Oh no!
Oh, there we go. Now we're really down the toilet.
Now everyone's awake again.
And they should be, because Justin and P4
I mean, the race
is on the gearbox of
the
Verk.
race is good. That's not what I intended to say. We've actually got... Oh, what is Noel's pace? I feel degraded by that. Because I can't get close to that, and I'm not in tier 2. I'm just that good. Anyway, X6P gets a penalty. And that might... Now he has to pit again, so it probably doesn't matter for the front positions, but it's gonna be a hindrance for himself. And Justin and Verk are close to each other. They qualified with very similar times, and they've been together all race, but they usually had like at least a car between the two of them, but that has ended now as Justin is only 3/10 down the road from the Toro Rosso of Verk. And Wimpy is past Furiosus. Hagrid also passed NJJ. I assume, yeah, that was through Les Combes and probably on the Camel Straight. As my voice wants to kill me.
Vessel 3 seconds ahead of P2 as well. This is quite something.
Hagrid and Pixel both with penalties, I think. I mean, Hagrid definitely. I think Pixel got one before that.
Oh, Justin's got a great run on back here.
Oh, he does. But do you really want to get past him Launchibot? I don't think...
Absolutely not.
Yeah, he doesn't. Why doesn't he put it in engine mode 0?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering as well.
He's draining battery.
He wants to overtake done. He wants it done.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, what are you doing? There's a move in the braking zone from Verk, and that doesn't... Well, it actually ends relatively well for how...
Somehow that did not end in
well, it ends...
yeah, that was no bueno.
It ends well for Justin, because now he's gonna get the DRS down the main straight.
Got the free overtake.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't overtake that. I would put it in engine mode 0 and just...
and save a bit of energy, yeah.
But apparently, he doesn't want to, so he's instead gonna empty his batteries on 5%.
He might have to, though, because he has no battery at all. Yeah, he's not even gonna be able to make it now.
Yeah. Oh, and Satoshi, I didn't see that coming!
I didn't even think of either,
Where
what
did
the
he
hell?
come from? I was on board with Justin, suddenly there's a racing
That explains the engine mode.
Ha!
That explains why he was in it.
That's amazing. I mean, that was important for Satoshi, or it would have been important, because if you get past Justin here, then you're actually the one in the queue challenging for the front in the battle group. If you've got two guys ahead of you that give each other DRS, then overtaking is not gonna be a joke. And Justin really begs for the first position in that queue as Berg moves a little bit on that straight and he squeezes him. If I'm Satoshi here, I'm laying really, like, I'd be really laid back and just wait for death to embrace one of the cars ahead. And now Justin, it is lap 2 electric boogaloo. I really wanted to say that. Satoshi, of course, Satoshi's doing the reasonable thing. He's harvesting energy, and XTXP goes into the pits. So now we've got our action order. I think all of these guys are going to the end, and with the gap that Vettel has made, 7 seconds, and the medium tires being 13 laps old, I assume most of these are going to have troubles when coming towards the end of the race. And it's not gonna be easy. I think Vessla's got a very good position. So has Satoshi, crashed out on Thursday under the safety car, but today he's got very different plans as he attacks Justin and takes the position 2 in that queue. And now trails Verk. Can he make it 2 for 1? He can't. He's a little too far back for that. But now he's got the comfort of getting DRS off of Verk and being able to overtake as soon as he wants to, really, with the free overtake down Camel Straight. DRS very powerful. Sim Suarez and Noel, in the meantime, have also closed the gap. Now on the same strategy as Satoshi and got much better tires than Justin and Verk. So I think they are on their way through, and Vettel gets a penalty as he still clears the grid by a little bit. He's clearly quicker than Verk and Justin, but I think as soon as Satoshi goes through, he's going to be able to actually mount an attack and go for it.
The one was really not looking good, but...
Did I just see what
what's going on here?
We've actually got a battle group of 5 cars, that's pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right.
Satoshi on Verk, but nothing moving here, and also Satoshi knows that he can't really go through here if he wants to get the position at the end. Oh! And the problem in this queue is you make one mistake, and there's an open gap, and like 1 or 2 cars come through. So you need to be really methodical, and well, that was a gap that was artificially opened.
That was Hamilton and Albon right there waiting to happen.
Does he have damage? I think Justin might have damage, or Noel, or whoever just...
I don't think so.
...did that massive punt. No, Noel's wing is fine. Sim Suarez wants to get Justin. Justin goes defensive. Up
Noel
front,
was about to say hello as well.
Up front we see Satoshi on Verk. He's on the outside into Lecom, but he's made it stick. And now back. We've got Justin, who's still in P4. Sim Suarez, or who is now in P4. Sim Suarez did not get through. And Noel still at the back of him. He needs to wait and hope that it doesn't end well for them. But you can see they are losing so much time on Vettel, who's now got a 9 seconds lead with the penalties at 6 seconds. So Satoshi would need to be around 6 seconds quicker than Vettel if he wants to win this race. And oh, I had a screen freeze. That was enjoyable. I like that a lot. Please give me that in the race. In fact, it was really enjoyable last Thursday as well. I don't even know if you're aware of what happened there, but I'm still mad. So now we come storming through Blanchi mode once again. But I don't think anyone's gonna attempt an overtake, even though Justin is really close to Berg. Why are you using all your battery? That's not what I would do. And Vettel with hearts on a 46.9. Who knew he was so quick? And what is Justin doing? He really hangs it in there, and I think the fact that he seems incapable to make a move stick through Blanchimont is a blessing in disguise, as Hennes retires after having a crash in Lefania and some Suarez defense from Noel. There's too much going on. Help!
Oh boy, yeah, there's a lot. Oh no.
Thanks for your help. Oh, Justin! And he gets a penalty for that. That was a massive oversteer as he hit the curb.
Oh, Noel's coming now, though. Noel's coming
Oh,
now.
what is Vogue doing?
Uh-oh.
He just drove straight into them.
Oh,
Oh, no! Help! Oh, God!
Oh, God, help us.
Furiosus! Noel is up!
Oh,
Noel spins! Oh, no!
Oh, Noel.
Never made that one before, thank you. I actually don't know if I made that one before, but it would sound like me. So that ends in tears and I'm broken.
This is ultimate sadness.
It is. Book is now clear of the battle group, but I think he's going to have to write some justifications in the incident discussion channel after that move on the straight. That wasn't nice. You all the time you have to leave us space. And Noel also drops behind XTXP, so his run seems like it's come to an end, as he looks painfully slow here. Oh yeah, that's probably because his wing doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, it probably exists somewhere in some wall. No, his wing is actually still on the car. What is going on for Noel?
I think he's given up.
Yeah. Relatable, brother.
He's most definitely given up.
Yeah, he's now behind Pixel, so Pixel actually one spot from the points, but also 8 seconds, so close yet so far.
Yeah, indeed.
And retirement for Noel in the pits. Justin has managed to stay in the DRS of Verk. I mean, I didn't really want to see it anyway, so. If that's gonna happen in the actual 2S race, then I'm going to be mad.
Oh man.
I've never had
That is very strange. Yeah, I don't know.
Or to quote Kur's private message to me on Steam, I don't know if it's on stream. Nice F1 game, mate. Don't tell Rick about it, he'll die.
He'll die from it,
Run out
yeah.
of oxygen after he laughs for 10 minutes straight. So we still got a battle group for P3. Can you maybe check penalties for them, please? Verk, Justin, and some Suarez. Hello?
What, sorry?
Can you check penalties for Verk, Justin, and Suarez?
Ah, yes, of course.
Good yellows. And that is Turk or no, it's Hagrid. Hagrid has binned it into Paul Frere, that is, and we've got a VSC and Verk pits. Cool.
Verk, Justin, and Sim all have penalties. Sanix has just one warning.
Okay. Well, now Verk puts himself out of that fight as he pits, which is interesting, to say the least. I don't know if that was a particularly great call, to be honest. He comes out in P9, he is on very fresh tires, but he also is 6 seconds behind the next medium runners. NJJ gets a very necessary warning and penalty under VSC for extending track limits. I don't think that was a... Well, I mean, I guess Verk had to pit, and if Verk felt like he had to pit from that, and Justin is also 17 lap old mediums, then I think Justin might run into trouble. Maybe he's even close to puncture territory. So we could see some Suarez sneak into the podium. It's not unlikely. As he runs a little bit wide on the restart, and now Sim Suarez comes storming behind him. He's really close. Let's hope he doesn't try to nonchalant, or let's hope it for SLR's sake. For an exciting battle, it would of course be nice if he tried it, but Justin, I think Justin doesn't leave him any choice because he puts his tires onto the gravel. You can tell that these mediums have reached the end of their life. Their time has come, and they don't really give the grip anymore, so he put it onto the gravel here. And SLR's ERS indicates that he tries to go for heroics into bus stop.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a yeet.
Oh, proper yeet around the outside, but it doesn't work. At the front, Satoshi has cut the gap to Vessel to 6.8 seconds. I think at this rate he's not gonna win the race, but he's getting close because Vessel's got a penalty, even though I don't know if Satoshi has one. Anyway, it's still a great drive from Satoshi so far. And Sanix, MJJ, and Wimpy are actually in a fight of their own for P5. Great drive from Wimpy as well, very quiet. I don't really think I've mentioned him so far, but he's been really consistent. He hasn't thrown the car away, and Suarez has thrown his car around the outside into Lake Com, and he's still running side by side with Justin. That move is not done yet, and Justin on these dying mediums is holding himself on the podium.
Jesus Christ. By the way, Satoshi doesn't have any penalties. So realistic gap right now, 3.7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think he's quick enough. Vessler is just driving really, really well. Who knew he was in the front row?
Right?
At least that way we'll get to talk to him in the interviews.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So we've got two battles going on here. And
Justin almost hits
you
them
can
all.
see how far the lines are that he's taking here. Sim Suarez, does he do it again? He tried it last lap, and he really wants to get ahead here for some reason. Oh, he goes down the inside.
To make it exciting for us, clearly.
Yeah, I appreciate it. If you're watching this, do this again. Anyways, you're both losing to Sanix right now because he doesn't have penalties. Sanix is actually on the podium, I think. Can he carry it? If I was Justin, I'd do a cheeky lift to the DRS line, and it looks like that's not even needed. He's actually behind now, and he's gonna re-overtake him with the DRS, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that is a strange maneuver.
He's got no ERS. I wouldn't fight so much for it. I would just harvest ERS. And yeah, I would try to be behind him on the final lap for the last DRS. But it looks like you can outplay Sim Suarez by lifting before the DRS measurement point. The question is, will Justin risk it? Also, Sanix is now...
It's going to be so spicy.
Sanix is now really close to them as well, so he's almost certainly going to take the podium. Does Wimpy have a penalty?
Oh,
I think he does! Oh god, Puhan! So Sim Suarez is through into P3 again, and now Justin, if he can harvest energy, can re-overtake him on the Campbell Straight unless his tires don't hold up, and his tires actually hold him up.
His tires are so short.
Yeah, they are absolutely dead, and I think actually Sanix is going to overtake him here and then take the DRS of Sim Suarez and run away with it. Where's he going to make it? It's always tough passing him to bus stop, but it is possible. Probably one of the best overtaking.
No, he's just saving.
Yeah, probably one of the better. Oh, Wimpy! Gets an instant 5 seconds for that as he absolutely cut that corner. That
on the last lap as well.
Quite dooming. I don't know. I mean, it's infamous for giving you penalties. That's what cost Danico the fight for the win last time out in SLR. Cutting it there. You don't want to do that. I'm sure Wimpy didn't want to, but it happened. Also, I mean, he got pushed over there, but it was kind of... I kind of saw it coming. Anyway, so... Justin is not close enough to Sim Suarez to do anything. Both do not have ERS, but Sanix does, and I think he wants to get that position because he can't possibly... Well, he can, but I don't think he knows that Sim Suarez has a penalty. and he himself doesn't. So Sanix thinks that he probably needs to get ahead of Sim Suarez. So unless someone is feeding him information, then he should be aware of the fact that Sim Suarez and Justin both have penalties and he doesn't. Also, Mr. Veltman apparently hates himself.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
Which, bruh.
That is a bruh moment.
It is. Oh, Justin, I'm getting anxiety attacks seeing him go.
Yeah, this isn't a bruh moment here between Sanix and Justin.
By the way, Vessela's kind of won the race anyways.
But it's not over yet. Justin is about to get the dive bomb of his absolute life here. Oh, not really, actually. That was quite nice. But he tried to switch back. That did not work at all.
And I think... so it's P3 for
Sanix gets P3.
P4 for Wimpy, amazingly, even with that 5 seconds.
For me, it's P7.
Oh, never mind, it's 7th.
This game is terrible. Why is it saying 4 for you?
Now it's 7.
Now it's 7, okay.
Yeah, now it's 7. I think it's because Justin hadn't crossed the line and worked, but... Aw, I feel bad for Wimpy. But great performance from Sanix. He gets himself that podium, and also Vessel kinda did run away with that. That was stellar performance. Satoshi couldn't catch him, and even though he had softer and fresher tires in the end, he was slower than the Dutchman, so he takes his first Tour SRL victory. It feels bad that Vessel already has won a Tour SRL race and I haven't. Come to Tier 1, Vessel. Do it.
Yeah, I think he could come to Tier 1, couldn't he?
I don't know if he has assists.
Anyway, King drive from him there. Congratulations.
Yeah. I think it deserves Driver of the Day, personally.
I think so as well.
Satoshi also did a good job. Also, he gained the most positions, which is, of course, everything that counts. No, he actually... NJJ... No. 8 positions? Yeah, NJJ gained the most positions. So, NJJ is our driver of the... No. I think Vessel deserves this one.
I think so, yeah.
He was absolutely brilliant, and he set a 46.4 on hards.
That ballsy strategy he pulled was very, very nice.
The things. How did he do that? That's like copy and wow pace from yesterday. Incredible.
He believed in the Renault.
Renault was
abortable, gave him the power.
Renault was better than Mercedes.
We've heard it here first, gentlemen and ladies, and everything in between.
You're so inclusive today. I enjoy that.
I know.
Since when has Tour S become a cesspool for SJW agenda?
Since we became North Korea. Sorry, SLR, you'll still have to fight us for that title. We're not giving up yet.
Yeah. Because North Korea is a very woke dictatorship.
Yeah.
So if you want to do an interview, come to General Chat 3. We've got Justin in there, and I think it is fitting to move him in here. So, you are in the channel. Hello, Mr. Justin. How was that race for you? I saw you had quite an electrifying battle with Noel Sim Suarez and Satoshi, I think. So how was that race?
I don't know if swearing is allowed here, but I'm gonna say crap.
Crap is okay.
Basically, I got held up massively by Verk. I don't know if you can tell. On the straights as well, he was blocking me off on purpose, and also in the corners, he would always cut me off and bump me. So hopefully he gets removed from Tier 2, because what he did is really unacceptable. And if it weren't for him, I hopefully would have gotten a podium. But P5 in the end, wasn't really looking forward to Belgium, really. But I guess a few points, I'm happy.
Okay, we saw that one instance on Camel Straight where he weaved across on you, and in the end Noel died. Were you, I mean, how did you stay alive in that? Like, did you absolutely do you fight your fullest, or did you hold yourself a little bit back because you knew this is dangerous? I am scared. I don't want to be killed. Or did you just push flat out in the fight?
Well, I had a good run on him. We were running side by side, and he just turns on me, and then Sim Suarez and Noel catch up, and I'm just okay, fine. I'll stay in the middle and let these two fight off Verk. But then it turns out Verk thought Sim Suarez was me, so he cut him off, sending him into Noel, and then that was Noel's race done. And if you were at my house, you would have heard me yelling. I was like, Verk, what are you doing? You know, poor Noel.
I think I shouted the same. I think I actually did, but. Okay, there was how much years did you age in that fight?
Probably a billion, not gonna lie.
So you're very old now. That's
Yes.
something, I guess. With age comes wisdom, and you said you didn't really like Belgium. Next week it's gonna be Monza. Do you look forward to Monza, or is it?
Yeah, the last 8 races from Monza to Abu Dhabi are all my favorite tracks. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to
favorite tracks. Russia's in your favorite tracks.
Huh?
Russia is in one of your favorite tracks.
Oh yeah, I forgot Russia was in there. Take that out.
How about Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi, I really like Abu Dhabi, not gonna lie.
Oh, what a brave person. I think if you escape being crucified for that comment, you're gonna have a good you're gonna have a good shot next week. So thanks for the interview, and good luck next week. See you.
Thank you.
So as no one else has assembled, I think we leave it at one interview, which is not a shame, unless we can get Vessel here. Oh, so hello Milos, how was that race for you?
Very good. I'm very happy with qualifying on pole, and then I did a very good job in race, being very consistent, and took the win home for the guys in the Baufix racing team. So I'm very happy.
Okay, cool. Hey Satoshi. Oh. Goodbye. Actually, you went out of the channel there. So hello Satoshi.
Hello.
So yeah, you qualified in P8. It was a little bit down the road. I think you didn't get your runs in properly, and then
yeah, I bought
in
runs.
the race you went on a little bit of a different strategy than the others. You didn't pit for the safety car, so in the end you had the better tires, and you had to fight through that absolute mess of the fight for P3 was. How did it go? We heard Justin was quite frustrated. How was your run? You actually managed to get through in the end.
First of all, Pisto is a fucking legend, so yeah, shout out to him. Back to quali.
I thought you were gonna insult him.
Nah. It was a hard quali because yeah, as you mentioned, I bowled 2 runs out of 3, and the third one was really bad.
Okay, conservative, I assume.
First one was just I spun at the camel after the camel straight, and then second one I lost it on the curbs on Pujon. So
you spinning after camel straight? I've never seen that one before.
Not into the wall, but not
I'm sorry, I had to.
Nah, it's fine.
Go on.
At the start, I had to go really wide to avoid everything, and then I saw Henry spun ahead of me. And then safety car happened. I didn't understand why that happened. But when I've had a mistake, no, I got a lag, and then I've lost the slipstream to the guys ahead. I decided to go to the undercut, which absolutely it was good, and yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Brought you ahead of him. I remember.
Yeah, massively, yes.
By the way, back a little up here. Why didn't you pit for the safety car? Because people it would make no sense in my opinion. Like, I know that the hards are not the best tires in here, but yeah. To be fair, you got all the guys who pitted for mediums. Vessel was ahead, but his pace was just brilliant. So I guess you're right. Yeah. In the sense that all the guys with mediums were not that happy in the end.
And then, after the pit stops, I cut myself in the field. Big Soul let me through after Puon, so yeah,
Legend.
shout out to him. Yeah, he's a legend. And then it was kind of difficult to slice into the field, especially against Work and Justin. But that run on Justin was, I don't know where that came from, to be honest. I still don't get it, why. How did I manage to do that? But yeah, after the VSC happened, I gained on him, but on the penultimate lap or something, I lost 1.5 seconds for no reason. I don't know why, or Wessel, but yeah, I'm still happy for this result, and yeah, hopefully I can be on the title fight in the second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, you must be really satisfied with that result. So,
Yeah.
You think you can carry that momentum over into next race, or? Or is
but
it just that Monza is not a very interesting track? Which is true regardless.
Nah, Monza is a good track for me, but
Okay.
Meme starts. Meme T1 is going to happen anyways.
So
But,
if you survive, you think you're gonna have a shot, and if you don't survive, then the most likely scenario has hit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So hopefully I can do a strong lap in quali.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, thanks for the interview. Good luck next week.
Yeah,
also
thanks,
to
boys.
Milos, thanks for the interview. Great that you were here.
Mate.
Goodbye.
Thanks, boys.
Keep commentator role.
No. Anyway, so that wraps up the stream. We've got another race in 40 minutes, and it's gonna be the goodbye race of
Hey, hold on. Hey.
Huh?
Of who? No one knows anything.
My Will to Live. Good. So, if you want to see the last spark of willpower seized from existence from me, then watch the race in 40 minutes. Vance is gonna be there as well.
Hey, I'm going to be, yes.
Might be a rare sight in the field. Anyway, so, goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Very subtle.